President Moon Jae-in is calling for a speedy reform of South Korea's prosecution and a fairer system in the education sector. He made the call this Monday while appointing 7 of his new minister-level officials, including Cho Kuk, now Justice Minister, whose nomination was controversial because of his family's alleged ethical lapses and illegal activities. Park Hee-jun has the details.
President Moon Jae-in called on Monday for the reform of 2 key fields directly related to the livelihoods of the people, the prosecution and education.
이제 남은 과제는 권력기관의 정치적 중립을 보장하고 국민의 기관으로 위상을 확고히 하는 것을 정권의 선의에만 맡기지 않고 법제도적으로 완성하는 일입니다. 국민을 좌절시키는 기득권과 불합리의 원천이 되는 제도까지 개혁해 나가겠습니다.
The remark came during a ceremony for the administration's latest cabinet shakeup, including the appointment of Justice Minister Cho Kuk, whose family members have been making headlines in an escalating nepotism scandal. The appointment of former senior presidential secretary for civil affairs Cho Kuk as the new justice minister caused an uproar among lawmakers and the public over the past month. Cho was questioned over a string of alleged misdeeds involving his family members, from preferential treatment for his daughter in the admission to renowned colleges, to his family's dubious investment in a private equity fund, to which the now justice minister had denied all allegations. Cho's wife has even been indicted on charges of document forgery. Also included in the reshuffle, Choi Ki-young takes the post of Minister of Science and ICT. Choi is an expert in intelligent semiconductors, and his appointment reflects the administration's goal of boosting domestic R&D in the semiconductor industry. Leading the Gender Equality Ministry, Lee Jung-ok, a prominent scholar in sociology and an avid advocate for women's movements, takes the helm. Eun Sung-soo, a former president of Export-Import Bank of Korea, will now lead the nation's top financial regulator, the Financial Services Commission. And Cho Sung-uk becomes the head of the Fair Trade Commission, replacing Kim Sang-jo, who is now a presidential chief of staff for policy. A lawyer specializing in freedom of the press, Han Sang-hyuk, will take over to become the director of the Korea Communications Commission. Park Hee-jun, Arirang News.